What's up, guys? Kevin with Humane Muscle here. Today we're going to check out my brand new Harrison B1850 exercise bike. Going to give you guys my first impressions and thoughts and show you the unboxing. The bike comes in a pretty big package. Whole thing weighs about 70 pounds, so this is a big beast. However, the packaging was excellent. There was no damage to the bike whatsoever. There was tons of padding, styrofoam, everything was wrapped in plastic. Now, there's a lot of pieces included here, so you definitely want to make sure you have everything before you start assembling. The assembly instructions diagram were all really clear, though. Walks you through the process of the setup step by step, so there's no confusion whatsoever. All in all, as I said, up took me close to 2 hours, but this is only because I have no idea what I'm doing with tools, so if you're technically handy, you can definitely get it done in way less time, probably less than an hour. Now, I did have a few minor issues during setup. For one, it takes a bit of work to get the handlebars on, so that took a bit of time, but eventually figured that out. Another issue was setting up the console. Unfortunately, I snapped the little plastic piece which holds the console when I was trying to adjust it, so definitely be careful. Don't wiggle that thing around too much or else you might snap it. Now, there's a lot that I like about this bike so far. First things first, the wheels in the front of the bike make it very easy to transport this thing, move it around. The seat so far, I'm loving. Very big, comfortable, cushiony. Like I already said, the setup is very straightforward. The diagram and instructions are really clear. The pedaling is really smooth, and it just feels really well put together. Now, I really just have two very minor cons to mention here. So the horizontal seat slider adjustment is pretty hard to adjust. It definitely needs some oil, which they did provide. So I would definitely recommend putting that on there, or else you have to kind of hammer it in to move the slider. And the other thing is just the setup takes a little bit long, especially if you aren't handy, but that's not really a con. It just, it's just one of those things. You know that when you're buying this bike. Now, outside of that horizontal seat slider adjustment, all the other adjustments, including the vertical seat adjustment, the handlebar, that's all super easy. No issues with those. And if you're interested in this bike, there's a link in the top of the description. So these are just my first impressions of the bike so far, but I have to say, so far, so good. I'm impressed, and I cannot wait to put this thing to serious use.